had actually been meaning to get around to this sooner because I wanted to play this with Canon. I felt like that would be another one of the good co-op games to play. But what I wanted to do first was to get at least a few runs, maybe just a full session on my own, and just feel it out. And like there's a bunch of different reasons, like warming up to not having played any sort of shooter at all, like first or third person in a while. But also to get familiar with Risk of Rain and see like how everything goes without being so lost, because the ultimate way to get me to bounce off a multiplayer game is to say, okay, well, you're gonna dive in and everyone's gonna do everything for you, and you're gonna be chasing after them only to arrive when everything is already done, and kind of throw up your hands and going like, I'm not even really playing this, so guess I'm not gonna. My Monster Hunter World experience was like that. I want to go back to that game and start it fresh, and I'm going to have to do it solo, because there is no way that I can appreciate that game if I'm getting to the monsters as they're dying. Like trying to chase after people and not do any damage when I get there, if I even get there before the monster's dead, and being super lost trying to navigate around the maps that I don't know yet. It's very much like if you're playing Counter-Strike, and this is going to be like old Counter-Strike knowledge. I know people are going to pick me up on this, but for example, like, you don't know DE Dust, and you're very often going the wrong way, and like, you're never where the fight is, or you can't find like, bomb was planted, where was it, and you went the wrong way. Like, which site was it? I don't know. Which site's more likely? I don't know. But it's like being new to a game like that, but playing with a experienced competitive team. It's like, it's hard to have fun when you don't contribute and you don't know what's going on. So rather than that, we're gonna go ahead and start solo from scratch, and that's on top of, like, I haven't played Risk of Rain 1 in a while, and I didn't get super into that. Like, I got a couple, and I beat it a couple times. Did a little bit of multiplayer afterwards, and that was it. And I had my fill. To be honest, I ended up mostly listening to the music after, because the music was so good. I don't know if this is going to redo the. No, it isn't going to. So there was some sort of intro. Let me go ahead and if I can redo that. Like, they gave me a skip option. Hold on, let me restart the game real quick and see if it gives me the intro again. Hey, Pilot. Man, like, all these faces, like, it's interesting. So I mentioned earlier where, like, people talk about, like, before I start the game and try to get that intro again, I mentioned, like, there's all these people who seem to always be missing my streams, and it's like, man, it's like, they'll hit me up on Twitter or whatever, and go, like, I keep missing your streams, and I don't know, I don't know how to catch them. And I'm like, I post on Discord, and I post on Twitter, and I post on now YouTube, and you can configure better notifications on Twitch and stuff. And it's like, Discord has a role and a channel for it. But maybe it's just people are getting the notifications, they just don't care because I'm not streaming like Risk of Rain or whatever. I'm not streaming the popular games anymore. This is the curse of my niche of playing the games that are obscure that I'm interested in at the very moment. All right, let's see about that intro. I'm gonna avoid skipping it because I do want to see what was it that I missed. What was all that? There was a spaceship. Yeah. Here we go. I don't really remember if there was much of a story to the first game. Alright, so I guess you're catching up on the last one that crashed? We're here, Captain. The distress beacon came from this exact coordinate. Oh, yeah, I guess that is the case. It's a whole new generation of characters, maybe. This planet. It isn't on any star maps we know. This area isn't even en route. Yeah, I bet you there. Any visuals in the contact light? I bet this is basically a new crew trying to figure out what happened to the first crew. No, sir. Just debris. How much do I know about this game? I played the first game. That's about it. Any signs of survivors? No, sir. Bioscanner is dark. Sir, the distress beacon. It mentioned a lot. Monsters and fighting and... Sir, do you think we're ready? Sir? Alright, well there is the intro that I skipped. But yeah, I know this is like third person, and I remember there being something like you need to be within a certain radius of something, like maybe bosses or something. Like, I know very little, but like, you know, it's my understanding is that, like, it's still Risk of Rain, it's just third person shooter, so whatever that means. Same composer, similar gameplay. Yeah, I don't even know what the buttons are going to be for skills. I'll have to get this all figured out. I can select these. I can't like do anything with them. Fire repeatedly for 100% damage per bullet. Number of shots increases with the attack speed. Loadout is the tab I want. Well, I don't even know if I want to do anything yet. Oh, okay, yeah. So double tap is your primary. This might be right click. Oh yeah, yeah. I bet you got like a spacey, jumpy move. Yeah. One of the advantages of having this be all 3D now is that you do have skins. Okay, I don't know which one's picked. Like, I don't know if I've chosen Drizzle, Raidstorm, or Monsoon. I want to default to medium. Like, I know Monsoon's supposed to be really, really difficult. Oh, now there's a dot. Now there's a dot on it. Okay. Once I get more used to the game with some mods, add in some of the other classic characters. Well, I mean, let's see how it goes with just the base first, because maybe there's a lot. Maybe I mean, it looks like there's a lot already. So, I was never any good at the first game. Most of what I played was Commando. So before I just start diving into mods and stuff, which seems excessive, let me at least see the base game first, you know? That's, I think, I get a lot of recommendations to check out mods. Like, I start up a game, I barely touched it, I know very little about it. I'm not comfortable with the gameplay yet. And immediately I get, like, hey, you should consider some mods at some point. And I'm like, I'm not gonna, like, I want to get the vanilla experience first. I usually, like, most of the time, I tend to... I never get far enough into the game where I'm not satisfied with the vanilla experience, because for me to want to try out mods, depending on the game, it could be a few hundred hours in the future. You know, in some games I don't even play more than 100 hours. Alright, well, let's just jump on in. I'm not super, sure what the hotkeys are going to be, but let's just go. Titanic planes, yeah. Alright, E is our use key, that's good. Wow, is the mouse sensitivity supposed to be really low to start? Mouse 1, mouse 2, shift and R, okay. Okay, cooldown for one of them is not very big, so that's good. Remember, these dudes are really popular. So shift is your dash. Okay, yeah. Might want to raise it. It seems... I'm gonna probably leave it where it is for now, and enjoy my gigantic mouse pad, and then figure out what I want from what I want later. To be honest, I've played so little first or third person shooters lately that I'm gonna have to get my aim figured out first. Like I'm going to aim like I'm gonna be aiming like somebody who's not played a shooter ever. And the last time I really got super into a shooter to the point where I needed to be able to aim was like whenever like pre-source Counter-Strike, you know? So whatever that ends up being. So hopefully I don't need to be like competitive, you know, I don't know what the recent Valorant or something player ends up being, you know. I'm gonna pick up whatever that object was. Yeah, I'm gonna... How much money do I have? I'm looking, oh, it's the top left, okay. Let's see what it is. Leeching seed, okay, dealing damage, okay, yeah, this is a good start. It's a good starting item then. What's this? Healing drone. Sprint faster. But what is sprinting in this case, though? Is it just like a low cooldown on your special move, maybe? Your special dodge, like this thing? Oh, it seems maybe you move a little faster after the fact, maybe. Like you get a little boost of speed. So like a double tap? No. Something just seems to carry over. Alright, well, I should probably figure out... I don't even know what the teleporter looks like in this game. That could be it. I'm looking to see if there's any, like, indicator... No, this probably isn't it. Yeah. Jump pad, okay. Missed a pop-up for how to sprint. Crap. What did it say? I didn't see even where it showed up on the map. Ping. Okay, yeah. Yeah, like anything that's like key bindings and stuff, feel free to just like point them out as I'm asking for them, because key bindings are not like... I don't consider that to be spoilers. If it's like the default control is the default bind for sprint. Okay. That seems a... Are you meant to be able to sprint consistent? Yeah, I wasn't sure how I was, though. Oh, it's a tap. It's a tap, that's why. I've been leaning on it. I've been leaning on my keyboard and hitting it without realizing. It's a tap, though. You know what it probably is? It's probably meant to be, It's probably meant to feel like clicking the left analog stick on a controller. Really glad I got that leeching seed, because that's gonna help me out a lot. Alright, where could this, what does the teleporter look like in Risk of Rain 2? I know, I remember, like, it was easy, you know, well, I don't know, being not a 3D game, it was easier for me to find a, oh, right here, right. Hey, Cabby. First game, it was easier to find because it was in, yeah. It was easier to find just to be, you know, by virtue of being a, 2D game. So is there fall damage? It looks like there's fall damage. Am I wrong about that? Yeah, I'm outside of the whatever the radius is where they want you to be there. I think that's supposed to be basically be the radius of like you need to be next to the boss. You need to be next to the boss for some reason. Like the teleporter isn't active. Yeah, because you're charging it, right? I think it was something even like the music stops or the music gets all muddy. When you're not on the radius. I do remember something like that. What's this? I can't get it. Well, too bad. I might need to turn the effects volume up just to see if I can hear a... does there happen to be a unique sound as your abilities come at a cooldown? I'm not hearing anything distinct yet. I gotta get around to one of the launch pad things to get me up here. No cooldown sound. Oh, okay. It's kind of strange. You would think there would be like a unique sound for that. Also, is this game fully released? Because somebody, the options menu had a note from the composer basically saying, "Hey, like, you know, here's where you can post some feedback or whatever. Hope you like the game. Hope you like the music." Like maybe they forgot to remove the. What is this? Oh, I can't get it. Oh, maybe maybe they don't allow you to purchase upgrade items anymore. Here we go. There's a jump. I need to leave. Yeah, I need to not be fighting a boss. Unless they force you to kill the boss on the way out. I don't remember if that was the case. Oh, not too late. He's already dead. Oh yeah. So the other criteria. I'm noticing that now. Yeah, as I'm scanning the screen, the other criteria is the boss needs to die. Yeah, I got it. I'm doing alright damage with it. I've got decent health, it seems. I'm expecting this at some point to go like real south real quick. Maybe as a transition to medium, like a lot of bigger, scarier enemies are going to show up. Oh, hello. I didn't expect that to pretty much kill me all in one shot. Wonder what causes that? Can you give a single tip? Let me feel this out. Let me feel this out first. I think maybe I'll be able to work that one out. So very little. Getting a bit more comfortable with the controls. I think considering I had like no items on the way in, I was doing pretty alright. Yeah, let me suffer for a bit. Okay, so actually speaking of that, I've been wanting to commission a piece of art from Carson, and I'm starting to believe that I should really focus on getting that done sooner than later, rather than the other stuff I want to commission. And it's basically so all of my like future my future channel art is going to be like capybara related, right? They give me one for free. Yeah. I'm looking to see if there's like a cost on it. So all of my future art is going to have capybaras on it, right? That's just that's the way things are going to go, and I feel like it suits the channel really well, right? One of the pieces of art that I want to commission is going to be a let's see what this is. Stun grenade. I want to commission something that's basically like a capybara, but like in a like with like the mouth, the little like mouth. What is it called? What do you call those things? Like a gimp suit or something. I'm trying to think of what the term is with the where they have like the ball thing in the mouth and whatnot, and it's basically going to be like, let me suffer, like that. Like so that'll basically be my if I need to take a moment to stop, like very very masochism style ball gag. Yeah, here we go. I don't know why I'm tripping over this today. But I was thinking like, I need something I can put on an overlay. Flat damage reduction from all attacks. Nice. I need something that basically says like, please let me suffer. I want to learn this, and I need to make it like blunt and funny at the same time. Blindfolded? Yeah, but like I don't want to necessarily go just straight up like blind playthrough style. Especially because like that's coming up as like something people don't necessarily want to use as the term for reverse playthrough. So like I'd rather sidestep that issue as well as make it funny at the same time. Like I want the suffering, I want to struggle, I want to learn, I want this experience. What might this be? Reduce incoming sprint or damage while sprinting. Good. Okay. Oh, you even got a. Yeah, that was the other thing. Remember they did with this, where a lot of the stuff now is visibly on your character. Yeah, it even has the effect on your character as you go. Oh, I think the mushrooms were good. I think if you sit still. Yeah. Nearby allies as well. I actually started to enjoy Commando quite a bit after unlocking stuff, right? I'll have to see what that ends up being. Besides, I guess, whatever the skills are. That stun on the R is doing work. That make Commander even better. Yeah, assuming that I can have a good experience and feel out a lot of this myself, I intend to keep going. Plus, I want to play with Cannon and whatnot. Like once I've had a good solid stream to get used to the basics, I'll be looking to do some co-op. Cannon's been waiting on me forever. We've been wanting to play it together forever, but first things first is I wanted to get I wanted to have a good learning experience, like a good startup experience to get familiar with things. I'm looking for more crates and stuff. I got all this money. Yeah, being over here is not going to help. Ooh, that's a... Oh, I don't want to scrap. No, that's a trash can. Okay. He's a loot goblin? Alright. After the first stream or so, what is... Oh... No, yeah. After the first stream or so, I think I'll be more open just because... the game... Like, this is one of those games where... What is this? Black hole that draws enemies in. It's a Q, it's a special item. Oh, yeah, I remember this. This being, Shouldn't have used that right away. There was something like that in the first game. Didn't you get like one extra item that tended to just be closer to an ability, like a missile launcher or whatever? But because Risk of Rain is meant to basically be this game where like the game is fighting you very, very hard, and it's meant to be extremely rough. If I'm being somewhat carried, I'm not super concerned. Can I buy this? Use 3D printer 1 items.
Fantastic. You're the best.
Hey, thanks for the sub, Nathan. I don't know what item that would be, but let's do it. I don't even know what it's gonna spend. Soldier syringe, increase attack speed. That's good. I wonder when I gave up for that. I gotta find that teleporter before things get super nasty. Speak of the devil. Oh, that could be death. Does that kill you? What happens in this game? Oh, they mostly kill me. Also getting more content. I heard it got released, but I don't know too much about the development besides that. Like I kind of just tuned out, and I figured I'll just wait until it's out, and then I think like 2 or 3 roguelites at least got released all at the same time, and I was like, man, this is gonna take a while to get around to these. You know, not that any of them are bad. It's just like the order in which I get around to games is not going to be release order most of the time, and. Hey, where is... I'm looking for this to see if I can find the teleporter. And it's like I'm very moody with like what games I play. Like I have to be really ready to do that genre right away. Not just roguelite, but like roguelite. For, like okay, so an example would be if it was going to be, let's say, Going Under. That I'd want to play. I'd want to be interested in not only roguelite stuff, but also. You know, sort of dungeon crawlery Diablo games. If I wanted to play Undermine, I'd be wanting to play roguelite plus, and also be interested in something Zelda-esque at the time. If I was trying to figure out whether or not I wanted to play, this is not where I need to be. If I wanted to figure out if I wanted to play Risk of Rain, it would be a roguelite and third-person shooter. And if I'd be up for those, then you know then I'd lean towards that. You know. So it definitely took me a while to get around to this one, and I feel bad because I knew, I knew with certainty that the game is good. It's just been waiting for me, but also the fact that I've been meaning to play with Canon for a while, and I'll be probably doing that around Thursday, and then it turns out a lot of people are super into this game because a million people showed up that I haven't seen it forever. It goes to show how niche my tastes are, though, it seems, because I'm playing games where like a lot of my audience kind of disappears. People who follow me forever aren't gonna watch, you know, a lot of the games that I've been playing. Helps that Wolf and you've played it a lot recently. I could see that. Oh, it's a trash can again. I gotta stop trying to hit E on that thing because I don't want to sell anything right now. I feel like the hitboxes in this game are really generous, because I don't remember my aim being good enough to not just be missing left and right. Maybe there's a lot of, like, maybe there's even PC aim assists, you know. Oh yeah, I'd imagine the hitboxes need to be big just because, you know, like this is not a precision shooter, or I wouldn't think it's much of a precision shooter. Like being a third-person shooter is probably more a secondary thing for the game. These aren't anything. I've already got into medium and I haven't found the teleporter yet. I think I'm gonna get nuked. Oh, maybe it's all the way up there. Maybe this is like windy. Well, I wasn't going to play Risk of Rain at release, or up until release. Just because it's like I tend to be the kind of person who really I really want to let the game get finished first. You know, it doesn't seem to make a lot of sense for me to be playing it before it's ready. I mean, I can understand wanting to preview it, but it's like, the developers have stuff that they want to do. Might as well let them do it, you know? It's not like I'm not going to run out of games to play anytime soon, up until then. Man, let me spend. I've got all this money. I remember it being free or something, yeah. I don't even remember under what circumstance. Ooh, sword. Flag. Sword. Rattle? A sticky bomb. Sticky bomb plus this thing would be pretty good, I would think, because they're all randomly blowing up anyways. Keep them all close. Here's teleporter. Oh, right, I won't be able to open up any barrels as I do this. Ooh, hello. Some of these kind of remind me of the enemies from the first game. Beetle Queen? I am taking lots and lots of damage. Nope. Well, get that Unreal Tournament 2004, I guess, ragdoll. Man, I was about to say 14, but that sounded too recent. One of those games was like when they first added ragdolls, and I just remember how ridiculous the ragdolling in those games looked. All right, give it another shot. Was it free on Steam or was it? Oh, you know what? Maybe it was just free on Epic or something. Oh, I did that really quick. Something about doing co-op is you gain access to all the items the other players unlock in your session. Oh well, then I want to play a little bit longer then, because I don't want to just immediately get everything unlocked for me. You don't keep it. Oh, okay. But if I just play, like, default commando or whatever, that seems reasonable. Grenade thing. So, okay, good. Sun grenade's good, yeah. So when they say one items, I guess in that case then it takes one of your existing items. Yeah. Oh, and you know what it is maybe? Is that what they're doing? They're showing you the item you're going to use, and you're just exchanging it? And this is a big open map for not having a lot of stuff around it. Don't want an actual answer? Would I ever find out on my own? Yeah, I only have one item. I think that's actually the case. I'm gonna assume that. Don't worry about it. Just assume that that's what I'm guessing. Whoa. Who is hitting me so hard? It must be just the two aiming at me, or the maybe the fire ones are really nasty or something. Not dodging well enough. Oh yeah. All right. Slow start. Rough start. Hey, Abby. Just missed that early shot. Seems like there's a very favorable like step height for jumping. What even is it? This is you won't get a chance to know. Okay, well, it's a bot, I think. But other than that, oh, I guess looking at this, I wanted to test out real quick. I guess there's no like weak spots in enemies, are there? You kind of just hit or not. I'd be kind of shocked if they did end up adding weak spots for enemies, just because I would feel like that might be a little bit contrary to what Risk of Rain is all about. Alright, well, have a good one. Take the medkit. Late heal after taking damage, yeah. What's that thing? That's not a little sacrificial thing, is it? What is this? Pray to Shrine of Combat. I have summoned beetles to fight. Perfect. Fire ones, too. Can stack the medkits. Assuming I can even. Yeah. So I take damage and I get a potentially decent heal afterwards. Code for it in the game, which is used to make the sniper mode. I think that my right click, ooh, that's frost. Okay, it must be when they're dead, they just keep going. I'm gonna look for more stuff to pick up. Yeah, well, I preferred Commando in the first one, so I'm kind of fine with that if it comes down to it. Another medkit. Lots and lots of medkit. Nothing else, but just medkit. No, I understand. Yeah, I'm probably way away from picking up mods. Like, I'm probably like 100 hours out. So, I'll just keep that in mind to a vague degree and just not worry about it. I just started. I literally just started, so it could be a thing where it might not be this year. Like, I might not even think about mods for this game for at least a year. Usually what ends up happening is, like, there's plenty enough for me to be satisfied with a vanilla version of almost every game. especially with how many games I wanna to try out, you know. Supermassive leech. The percentage of damage you deal for 8 seconds. Oh, I see. This is not just, this is an activatable item. Yeah, and who knows, maybe I won't be good enough to unlock everything. 4 medkits in a row, let's go. Let's just do it. I don't even know how good this is going to be or not, but we're going to do it. Apparently this is my build now. Gunner drone. No, I do know that, yeah. When I mentioned that earlier, the big leech being your special. Items, percentages, and how it increases per stack. Too soon, but I'll think about it. Definitely too soon. I think it's possible that maybe I'm the kind of person who never, like, I feel like I may be an exception in that I tend to not play games for like 800 hours straight, one at a time, and I play like a couple games in a year. I tend to be the kind of person who wants to, like, I tend to be the kind of like the sampler platter gamer, I guess, where like I'll go through a game, I'll beat it once, I might check out some of the side stuff, and then I'll move on to the next thing. And I feel like there's a lot of people in the community who are basically, they're going to play one game for 6 months, and they're going to spend a lot of time thinking about it. They're going to try to get it on sale if at all possible, and that could be like a desperate thing of like, they can't play it if it's not cheap. And then afterwards, you know, they'll play, you know, a few hundred plus hours of it, and then they'll move on to the next thing. Rather, you know, and they'll play like 2 or 3 games in a year. Maybe it's also possible that it'll just like, I tend to be so busy with both stream-related maintenance stuff, YouTube stuff, and work that I'm not used to like what. It's been a long time since I've basically been unemployed, and I'm not used to having that much free time to take that far into games. I am not. I'm still browsing as I'm shooting stuff, just looking for some more of these crates and stuff. Ooh, Lensmaker's glasses, chance to crit. I think I remember that in the first game. I think a lot of this stuff carried over. I know like the mushrooms and stuff did. Reason you get stuck in games for a few years is because it's easier to start playing something familiar than it is to learn something new. I've been back and forth on that, because like I feel bad when I start, I return to something familiar sometimes. Like I feel like that's missing an opportunity to check out something new, and maybe have, you know, maybe have a mind blown by something I never would have considered. But I will admit, like after, let's say for example, I just finished playing Shattered, right? And I got hooked onto the story for a while, and I think the environments and the levels are really cool. But I finished it, and then I sort of had this kind of like post-movie experience that I do with a lot of games, you know, where I hope I'm not the only person who gets this. You finish a game and you wanted to kind of just sit and digest for a while, and you want to cool down. You want to go to, you either want to not play anything for a stream or two, or for, you know, for a couple days, or you want to go back to something more comforting that you like, just to kind of reset and get ready to jump out to the next game. I wanted to try to roll up this thing, and I totally botched it. Healing drone. Where are my other drones still active? I don't see it shooting any. Well, no, people are shooting at it. Yeah, there it is. Yeah. Wonder how long they last. Lately, you've been bashing your head against the wall of Destiny 2 PvP. Interesting. Yeah. I haven't been too familiar with how Destiny PvP has been going. I thought people kind of rebounded off of it. Like overall, like there wasn't really much for PvP in that game. Monster Hunters is it's becoming a pain point for me, because I bounced off a world because I didn't have the experience I wanted to have trying to do it multiplayer, and I never went back. But I want to go back to that because I know that's going to be the game that, if I'm between things, or if I need a break, I can pick that up. And what I probably do is just not advance the story, but just like do, you know, grind out some stuff that I've already done just to get materials or whatever. And I really need to go back. I need to start Monster Hunter again. Monster Hunter World again. I'm gonna miss out on, like, I'm almost certainly gonna miss out on Rise. Like, I'm just gonna, I hear there's gonna be a PC port. I should probably just wait for that. And in the meantime, like, try to get some good progress in the world for the single player or whatever. And yeah, I would agree that, like, personally, I'm not much of a PvP player. Like, I know I did a lot of, you know, Souls PvP and stuff. And I liked Absolver a lot. And I pretend that one day I'll ever get into fighting games, you know, like Street Fighter or whatever, but I probably won't. But it's not like my focus. I don't seek it out as my primary thing. Yeah, that went way faster. I think having a bit of distraction with the box and stuff is helping a lot. I think in terms of, like, PvP, I think the sort of, like, the more anonymous it is and the less dependent on a team for PvP, the better the more I'll be interested in it. So that's why fighting games had some appeal to me, even though I'm just not, like, good at them. I'm not good enough at fighting games to enjoy them, that I'm concerned about learning them on stream because I don't want to get backseated to death and have people upset. Like, the Absolver community did that. The Absolver community is like, man, you're not playing it how we want it played, and you're not listening to us, and we're trying to tell you what to do, and I'm like, man, I need my space to learn it myself. Otherwise, I'm not going to get anywhere. There's no way for me to internalize that knowledge if I'm just being fed to me. Your co-op first, second, third, and last if you can't. You might play single player. I tend to be the kind of person who's like, because I play a lot of more niche games anyways. Oh, I lost all my money. You don't keep your money? Okay. I can't remember if you ever did in the first game as well. I tend to play a lot more niche games anyways, and thus many of those are going to be single player. And if they're not single player, then there's just no there's no opportunity. Nobody wants to play them anyway, so I wouldn't be able to play them multiplayer even if I wanted to. Like Super Hydora or Zero Ranger, it's like getting co-op for those, like doing a full co-op of either of those is probably not going to happen. And the only exception seems to be maybe Murdy, because he seems to be up for everything, and he's also good at those games, which is a good combo. But other than that, it's really rare for me to get into some of these niche games and have a play or two for them. And sometimes it's as simple as, like, people might have been interested in playing some of those niche games, but they can't afford it. So I'd be kind of on the hook to buy everything. Shrine of Chance. You know what? Nah. So, for example, I'd be buying, the people who might be interested in space shooters, I'd be buying like 50 copies of Zero Ranger or whatever, as an example. There was another game that got super cheap. Primal Light got super cheap, and I wanted to buy, like, somebody needs to remind me after the stream to start giving out copies of that. I'm pretty sure I have at least a few friends that have wishlisted it. Sunglasses, there we go. pretty sure I have a few friends who've wishlisted Primal Light, and every single one of them is going to get a copy of that game. It went down to like $2 or $3 or something. I think it was already cheap anyways. I don't have a stake. What? Oh, I probably... Yeah, I don't even know what I would lose in that case. Should probably make it my priority then to figure out where the teleporter is. Oh, speaking of games that I've been wanting to play in co-op though. Now, schedule is notwithstanding, because we got to figure out if that's gonna... I need to make sure I don't flake and I don't get busy. But, there's a game that I played a long time ago called Can't Drive This, which is finally coming out. And I've been meaning to find somebody to do co-op with for that game forever. And, the developers had contacted me about the game a while ago. I think that was where I first got a rundown of the game, or they hit me up, or I don't even know what. But they contacted me again recently, and offered a couple spare keys, and I hit up both Cannon and Murdy, and assuming none of us gets busy, I'll be doing a couple separate sessions with them for that game. And for anybody who remembers that Can't Drive This, it's kind of amazing. It's kind of like, I think the best description that I want to use is like, it's Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes, the racing game. One person is busy trying to create the track, and the other person is trying to drive it. And what keeps both of those players busy is that the person driving must continue to drive or they explode. And the person making the track, on the other hand, they only get pieces. They only get new pieces to place of the track as the person driving is able to successfully navigate more of the track. So what ends up happening is, like, you're like on a Discord call or whatever, going, all right, well, I gotta place this and it's coming up, and get ready to turn to the left or whatever, and all right, well, I'm gonna try to navigate what you did and try to drive at a slow enough pace to not overwhelm the person building the course, the track, right? What is this? Shield generator, nice. Slow enough pace so that the person building the track is not overwhelmed, but meanwhile a fast enough pace so that they don't lose because the car blows up. And it has the same. It's like a frantic action-oriented version of Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes, and it's super great. And I've been like sitting there, kind of like going, all right, well, who can I get to play this game? Who's interested? And I've been kind of like pinging out people. And luckily, I got the extra couple keys, and both Murdy and Cannon are interested, so that'll happen at some point. Regarding Valheim. Before I we're already on hard too. I wanted to try to find some more items, but I might as well just get in there. Let's go. Ooh, hello. Regarding Valheim, I'm doing a lot of damage. Wow, okay. I would like to play it. I'm not in a rush because it's still early access, but I do want to play it. And I think what I'll probably end up doing, I may end up doing that solo just because it seems like a game that I might want to do solo more than multiplayer. The only way I'd want to do Valheim multiplayer, I think, would be if it's with people who have never played it before. Just because I feel like Valheim's going to be one of those games where I'm at risk of, like, a lot of people who are better than I am just going through and collecting resources and, like, basically beating the game for me, and I'm kind of going to get nowhere with it. Oh, no. Yeah, I need to get out. They're good. And hey, Colin, yeah, sorry, that particular boss I'm worried about, so I wanted to try to grind it down without getting run over. I didn't get a chance. Do you have the ability to go back and refer to the item description? Because I knew that the banjo was a big thing, or the ukulele rather, banjo. But I didn't get a chance to read what it does in this one. Hold tab. Oh, was this the one where it gives you extra electric damage per shot or something? I do want to play Valheim though. But it just really comes down to it's early access, so I don't see a reason to rush forward and play it right away. It's going to get a lot of updates. They sold a lot. They have a giant player base, so it's not like they're not going to continue to release it or to work on it and get to to release. And there's plenty of other games that have been sitting on my backlog that are out that have been waiting on me. So to some degree, there's an incentive of while there's hype. Oh, it has a chain lightning, right? To some degree, there is the sort of hype incentive for me to want to play Valheim sooner. But if people are going to end up watching it whenever I play it, then I'd rather wait for the full release. Because it's going to be one of those games that I'm probably only really going to play once. And I'm sure I'm going to enjoy it a lot. Direct Helper event, nice. So I'd rather get my single playthrough of that. I want that to be solid. I want all the basic issues to be ironed out. I want to get reading all these items. I want them to spend time working on ironing out issues. I want them to spend time on whatever amount of concerns there end up being regarding maybe their UX could be better. Maybe there's some quality of life changes they can make. Maybe they want to tune things better. And I don't want to ever rush a developer when they have plenty of stuff to do. They have a plan. They have the resources to do it. That's why I'm a little bit worried with early access a lot. Is why not wait until the for me at least. I know people are excited to check these games out, but for me, why not instead just let that let them get their game done. I can wait for other games. I can play other games while I wait. So why not wait for them to finish and play the excellent intended release of the game, whatever that ends up being, and whenever it could be maybe Valheim isn't going to come out for the full release won't happen for another year, but wow, what if the game is the environments are a lot nicer looking, or if maybe it has performance problems and maybe it runs better, or maybe they add a new system that nobody considered and makes the game a lot cooler to play combat wise or lore wise or whatever. If you're looking for specific examples of why I want to wait, look no further than either Dead Cells or Darkest Dungeon. Dead Cells I enjoyed a ton, but I played so much of it before release that when it finally hit 1.0 and then started getting DLC afterwards, I just kind of never got around to coming back. And it's I know I will enjoy it, but I also got my fill. So I'm kind of I'm at an impasse with that. I'll eventually get back around to it, but I certainly missed the boat with the release, and I feel bad about that. Darkest Dungeon, on the other hand, the problem that I have with Darkest Dungeon is that, as far as I know, some of the difficulty and the quality of life stuff came later, closer to release. That some of the stuff to make it a bit more satisfyingly tuned. And I played it in early access, and the game is basically sitting there, just making you feel bad. And I understand, a lot of it is meant to stress you out. That game is supposed to be a big, stressful environment to play in. But I think the balance would have been more satisfying. Ooh. This guy's scary. The balance would have been more satisfying had I played it closer to release, and I wouldn't have rebounded off of it so strongly. point. It's blue. They seem to be something that I don't want to deal with for sure, the teleporting dudes. I do want to have the experience, though. If they hit me and I die instantly, that's also fine. Like the big old jellyfish dude killed me in one shot, pretty much. I was most of the way, like I had mostly full health. And that's fine. I'd rather have an experience die instantly, try to digest it, and go, oh, I think that dude is something that I need to stay away from, and build that into how I think, rather than just like, what did Tony say about this enemy? This enemy something. I don't know. And then like as I'm processing it, they one shot me, and I don't know, like I missed what it was. I'd rather have like suddenly this guy shows up and I'm watching them and I die, and it's like, oh, I make the mental connection of like, okay, I should probably be careful around that dude. I feel like if I don't learn, if I don't have the experience firsthand, I don't learn as well. And anything you see me do that's like super well in like space shooters or Dark Souls or whatever, the only reason why I ever got good at Dark Souls was because I was able to be self-taught. I like nobody really told me how to play it. I thought I got up. Here we go. Green chest. That's scary, dude. I want the item. It's like armor or something, right? Propulsion armor plate. Yeah, flat reduction. That particular dude is real nasty. And I do not have the crowd control for this. We should be looking for that teleporter instead of getting overwhelmed here. Yeah, getting all of the like heal on kill, shield on kill, all that kind of stuff's doing pretty well for me, I think. And then all of the like heal on hit, like I feel like I'm you know, I'm basically being like super carried by just how much I'm healing and preventing damage. And then I have the other one that's like I can swear I have the one that's like shield after a while, or oh, shield on sprints. Yeah. I don't know what the names are. Is the Stadia stage? What did I miss regarding Stadia? So somebody had mentioned, what was it? There was a Bomberman game made for Stadia, and somebody was really adamant about, like, oh, this game could never exist outside of Stadia. Couple War Banner on level up, Australian teleporter again. Yeah. The Stadia Bomberman game, which is ridiculous that it could ever, like, it's ridiculous to try to say that it would never have existed outside of Stadia. The second thing, though, I don't even see the teleporter. I'm looking forward to seeing how that Bomberman game is, because I heard it was actually really, really good. I've been I've been wanting to play. I've been wanting to pick up a Bomberman game at some point because I miss Bomberman. That was just a fun series. I don't think I was ever any good at it, but it's a fun thing to play. And I've actually been watching a bit of Ty Tuesday play it as well. Ty Tuesday had been going through like Bomberman 64. And I really don't see. I'm looking for it. I really don't see the teleporter yet. Saw a blade or something. Sommering. Oh, it's a new use item. Ooh, seems like the damage is pretty good on that. I don't think it synergizes as well with that leech thing I got, but the damage is good. I need to get out of these enemies. Well, the leech thing has a cooldown too. More shit. Hardway Afterburner. 2 extra charges to your utility skill. Oh. Gets yeah. Extra dodges, that'll help a bit. Post damage to nearby enemies. Well, I mean, considering I'm being like, overwhelmed anyways. Oh, jeez, the damage on that is ridiculous. And it's got like AoE to it, too. Okay, stay on task. Let's find this teleporter. Not seeing it. Finally noticing how much damage I'm getting out of the ukulele. That's pretty big. Tri-tip dagger. Chance to bleed enemies on hit. That's good. Streamer luck? It's gotta be, because I'm not doing. None of this is me knowing what I'm doing at all. Guess I'm gonna just keep my eyes out. Keep my eyes peeled. Good month. Oh, here we go. There's the teleporter. It never seems to be in any, like, curated, significant, distinct position. Kind of just seems to exist. Oh, hell. Get this boss out of the way first. That chunked the boss a bit. Something is doing a number on that boss, and I'm not really super sure what. I like chunked it for a lot of extra damage that I don't think is part of my the saw blade thing. Probably the bleed. Yeah, it definitely seemed like it was something that was carried over, so maybe, especially because Commander is, at least, Commando in the first game was very rapid, like able to, because he was rapid fire, able to trigger a lot of the chance on hit stuff consistently. Alright, let's get out of here. Am I porting out? Am I leaving? It said proceed to the teleporter. There we go. Didn't grab... Oh no! Yeah, you're right. I missed the object. Yeah, I was in such a panic trying to get out. That's fine. Was it another ukulele? No. I didn't even see it. I'm sitting there trying to I'm waiting for enemies to die at that point. Well, I'll get familiar with it over time. Like, there's gonna be a lot of, like, situational blindness as I'm learning these games. It was on top of the wall? Well, maybe that's why I didn't see it. Ooh. Oh, this reminds me of, the first game. Yeah, eventually I'll get better with finding chests and stuff. Ooh, a boss tier version of the, those are hefty. Oh, gee, yeah. Boss tier version of the little baby dudes who, chase you down. I didn't see it. I didn't even open it. I think they weren't about to let me do it. Oh, oh. Alright then. Yeah, speak of the devil, right? Definitely ended my run. A Lemurian. That's what they are. Where did it say that I unlocked a character? Oh, here we go at the bottom. Warrior. Oh, okay, so that was a class. I thought that was just like you get far enough where they start telling you you're a warrior or a legionnaire or something. Random items. So, you know, crowbar. Okay. Alright. Let me take a quick break and hit the restroom, and I'll be back in just a couple minutes. Okay. Let me take a minute to get caught up on chat too. This is one of those games where like, so the funny thing is I can get 1 CCs with Type C in Zero Ranger, read the chat no problem, right? With this game, it's a struggle. Let me see, what did I miss? So rarity doesn't mean a lot. That last boss that I fought, that boss reminded me of, it was a similar design to something in Risk of Rain 1. Not the Elderly Lemurian or whatever, but whatever the name of the other dude was. The ones that teleport, the big version of that. Rare does mean a lot? Okay. Oh, it does. Okay. There's my reading comprehension. Oh, no. Yeah, I thought you said this is one of the few items where item rarity means something, not this is one of the few games where rarity means something. Imp Overlord, yeah. I've unlocked the best new friendly character, the Warrior? Really? The Warrior makes me think it's a melee character. Just for the hell of it, I'll try Warrior, even though I really want to play more. Like, Commando is my jam. I'm this big dumb shooty dude. I want to just shoot at things. Is the achievement name? Oh yeah, okay. I'll have to figure out what the actual character is then. Okay, I think I'm mostly caught up on chat. Yeah. Okay. Well, okay, yeah. Fine. Huntress. Oh no, do I have to hold the button to shoot? If so, I'm doomed. I can't do charge characters. I can't do charged weapons at all. Quickly fire, seeking arrow. Seeking glaive. If I have to hold the button down, the only game I can hold the button down properly in is freaking Mega Man X. Every time I have to use a charge weapon in Gungeon, like the way the Gungeon represents charge weapons sucks. Yeah, I'll try the class. I'm gonna finish the thought though. Enter the Gungeon is extremely bad with how they present their charge weapons. The sounds that the weapon makes oftentimes sound chargy, but they're not the charge effect. The charge effect is this very low kind of puff sound and a very subtle puff visual effect, and it makes it impossible to read. It makes it so difficult to tell whether or not you're charging. Like, I kind of wish that... So, conversely, some of the best charge weapons in games have been, like, Super Hydura, where they say, okay, well, it's going to be a charge weapon, but it doesn't charge based on you holding a button down or whatever. It charges based on not holding the button down. So if you're just click mashing it or whatever, then it just shoots regularly. But if you wait, then it charges for you. Oh, that's much better. All right. 30XX is doing the same thing. They have their default setting is to auto charge, and I don't know why more games haven't done that. I think that's going to be the trend moving forward. Artifacts. Artifacts or game modifiers can dramatically change the way the game's played. Oh, they're mutators, probably. A secret location. Okay, alright. Alright, you... Alright, mouse 1 is... Oh, that's the... Is that the seeking thing? Oh, well. I guess there's nothing to seek yet. Ooh. Fancy dash. I was trying to figure out what the icon, the little bag icon here. Open panel. Get fuel array. extremely unstable. Did I do something? I think maybe I did something wrong. Oh, that's confusing. Oh, yes. Yeah, it has, like, extremely big auto-aim. I bet if I get shot in the back now, I just explode. This kills me. I bet this is something like, what's a good example? In Spelunky, the eggplant, you know, something that, or in Gungeon, the, Gungeon is another good example, where in Gungeon, if you happen to, if you're trying to unlock the robot, you have to do all the work to get the robot to come with you, and it sucks. Like, you have to carry the TV around. And you can't roll with it. The jumping on the R, I think if you use it well, it's probably got a lot of utility to it. It's yeah, okay. It's a struggle. Throws me off. I'll give it another shot. So I'm still liking the Commander more, honestly. I just like this sort of just fire and forget. Just something probably hit me in the back of the head or something, and once I got that secret item, this thing, something probably set that off. I wonder if you take it to a teleporter or something, then that's what you're supposed to do. I don't know. I'll find out whenever I'm ready. I'm the kind of person who openly speculates, but I don't need to know. I ask way too many rhetorical questions for my own good. And that fires for a while. I need to try that on a moth or something. I hear somebody stomping around. Oh, you know, funny thing, I was looking at this rock thinking, I misread the colors in the rock thinking that this was an opening to some other place. Well, there's the teleporter. Oh, dude, you know what would be good? If I get that black hole generator thing that I had earlier, and then use my R on the enemies, like cast it, and then immediately go like this, and just let them all get nuked out by the arrow ring. Hold on. Surely I missed some nearby stuff. Right. Oh, the lock range of this is short. Oh no, I can't just like stay super far away like I could before. That's a concern. Ooh, okay, auto bleed pretty much. I guess that's why your dash is forward then, because they want you to go They don't want you dashing to the side or whatever, or away from enemies. You're gonna be like a mid-range character. Do I want to know percentages for items? I don't see the point yet. I mean, they're helping, whatever they are. I mean, there's 4 more debuffs to mark for death. I wonder in that case then if the tri-tip bleeding is gonna... I wonder if it's 4 stacks of buffs or 4 different buffs. Looking forward to finding that one out. I want to get more... I want to get more stuff that synergizes well with being very fire and forget, like a ukulele or something would be good. That's not a chest. This is where I started. I'm just looking for chests and stuff. I'm not seeing much. Whoop, that might kill me. No. No, we're good. Keep forgetting how long that distance is. Barrier on kill. The barrier. Oh, while sprinting too. Okay, alright, for the character that can shoot and sprint. Gunner run. More auto shooting would be nice, to be fair. I need to see if your dash does any damage or something. I kind of feel like it might. Ooh, oh, there's the, that's the teddy bear thing I unlocked earlier. I guess I already killed them all. I guess I'm good for chests. I don't really see a lot more. I might as well get this. Well, it's easy enough. I might as well get the boss out of the way. I have no idea how if I'm gonna even hit the vagrant. The arrow rain. Yeah, I don't think the dash is doing any extra damage. One's red? Oh, okay, yeah. I'll have to see what the other one does then. I guess I'll have to target around the bottom of this enemy. Well, I didn't get nearly far enough away. Yeah, I saw that. So I'm starting to recognize it now that AoE is gigantic. Yeah, that AoE must be it. Yeah, and you got to just bail. Okay, I'm not really liking the hunters. I'm gonna go back to the commando. No, I did notice. Yeah, you tend to go up. Oh, you mean the that's not communicated super well then. If the jellyfish thing is line of sight, I thought you were talking about the dash. If it's not really well communicated, because like it looks like it's just an AoE and like not, like some AoEs you can get out of, you can break line of sight or get behind a wall or whatever, and some don't. Maybe it communicates it. Maybe it shows it. Maybe like it fills, like it does a little flood fill on the area, which means that you would see, if you're looking at it, you would see that it doesn't render. It doesn't. Oh, that's dumb. Yeah, that's a threshold for me. I know it's tricky to figure out what the threshold is for stuff I want to know. But like, you would hope that like they flood fill it out so that like you basically see sort of the shadow. You know, the nuke shadow behind. So like if you're shooting here, if it's over here and shooting out, then you would see like the shadow being drawn out where it doesn't, you know, to basically say here's your safe zone. I can understand why they wouldn't, because it's tricky. That's like trickier to render, but it's doable. I mean, games do, you know, that like 2D games do it all the time, let alone goes through objects. Oh well. Yeah. What? I'm glad at least in that particular case, I'm glad I know. How closely am I being chased? I keep hearing them in the background like that. I'm wondering how close they're getting. Yeah, I'm liking the Commando a lot. Like, Commando was the character that I played the most in the first game. So bad at dodging, like figuring out when I'm going to dodge that laser. I don't know if I consider Commando underwhelming in the first game. I mean, it was plain, but synergized well with a lot of items and just was very straightforward to play. Like, I liked Commando for that. Drone. Ooh, crowbar. More to damage to the healthy enemies, okay. Probably not the best choice for Commando though, because Commando is going to be like, first shot on the Commando is not going to be super great. Unless it's like a sliding scale on the first shot or something. Enforcer felt very much like your too much stop and go. Good for fighting bosses when I was like, I mean, in the first game. I don't know what it's like now, but I felt you were stuck a lot. If I remember correctly, Enforcer being the shieldy shotgun dude. Yeah, I thought that would take me further up, but. I felt like there was a lot of like bunny hop style play in the first game. Like, because I felt like you couldn't move and shoot as much as you wanted, so you were jumping a lot to keep moving. Maybe I'm misremembering that. This felt like that. It felt like jumping too much. I think I needed to start looking for the teleporter, because not really finding much for chests and stuff anymore. Like, after the first few items, it feels like I needed to just pay attention and find that teleporter. And yeah, staying at a distance with Sniper and keeping enemies in front of you, both were rough in the first game. Gasoline, there we go. If I want to get gasoline, tri-tip, and 2 other items, then maybe I can put that that one skull death item or whatever it was to use. Ooh, boss killer, there we go. Give me like 15 of those. There, okay, there it is. Okay, yeah. There's that teleporter I wanted. Wow, the hitbox of that is gigantic. I wasn't even remotely on target with that one. There's a few more items out here I want to grab. Or no, you know what? Maybe I already got them. Yeah, they're all open. Okay. Oh, not Vagrant again. I gotta remember now to find something to hide behind. Probably load screens in the Switch version, I would think, right? Oh, that's not good. Seems like even the Xbox, really? Even the, oh, I'm behind it. I'm behind an object. What was I gonna say? It seems like the drones are a lot stronger in this. Like, they last a lot longer. I gotta get out soon. There are way too many unaddressed enemies here. Simultaneously. Oh, that probably is gonna kill me. Oh, no, it almost did. Oh, it put me all the way out here too. I gotta look at my healing to happen. Sit still. Get the mushroom going. Oh, somebody's hit me with some special something. Ah, fine. Hey, shut up, you! Don't tell me to play easy mode. Get out of here. I saw that. Yeah, somebody was leaving. I think the melee the dude who's blurred out right there. I think they've been every time they hit me, they must be leaving stuff on me. All right, I think I got time for like another run. It's pretty late. I started late, but trying to catch up on sleep. I napped after work, and that I went way over. I meant to sleep from like 6:30 to 7:30 or 8 maybe, and I didn't get up until like 9. Wanted to have dinner first. So I can't stay up super late. So this will have to be the last run for now. Actually, I'm expecting to end up kind of busy this week. So, you know, I took off work yesterday and distracted myself, rather than taking time to rest and to feel better yesterday. Or not yesterday. What day is today? Is today Tuesday? I took off Monday, whatever that was, wherever we're at this point. Because I wasn't feeling well, and I tend to accumulate too many days off without spending them anyways. What's this? Lunar coin. So I was like, alright, well let me take a day off and just recuperate. And then I slept a little bit to rest, and then I ended up spending like 8 hours straight writing a tool that basically writing a tool that is effectively a replacement for how Twitch does auto-host. So you know how Twitch, like their auto-host is really super simple. It basically is just like, you and your allies enter frenzy. Oh, it's a usable item, okay. But you know how Twitch basically is just like, you have a list that does it in order. If you're not already hosting it, pick somebody. If you are, it just waits until they stop hosting and then does it again. My long-term goal, I might have been talking about this since like 2014. I know I did the smallest start of working on it back in 2017, of like planning it out. But I wrote a tool that says like, okay, take everybody you're following, and then score them based on criteria, like what game are they playing? Are they playing the same game you were playing? You know, streamers have their own scores as well, and like a certain streamer could be, you know, more or less favored score-wise, and you know, everybody has a default score. And the idea was basically that I can load up this tool, and it will look at my following list and figure out, all right, well, out of all the people I'm streaming, who should I watch or rate or whatever, rather than having to scan the list, rather than having to think about it. It just picks something. And the original idea was that this would be running on a chatbot that would automatically host, right? It would basically say, if I'm not hosting somebody, or if it's been a few minutes since my last host, it reevaluates, and if there's like enough of a shift in the score, then it might switch to hosting somebody else. And the idea was basically that this ends up being kind of the remote for, like, if you know, the people had this sort of mentality for a while. Oh, I want this more than I want the other one. He had the couch for a while, right? Where he would be like eating dinner or whatever, and he would have people in his chat, and he would just be hosting people and like pass the remote, you know, somebody hosts somebody else. I wanted to set something up like that for my stream, and in the future I think maybe I'll eventually do something like that. But right now I literally just have the filtering and scoring behavior. So, like, you have this text file you can edit, and it says, like, this game, like, for example, for me, it's like, if it's Overwatch, take the score and zero it out, because I don't care to watch or raid Overwatch, right? If it's Zero Ranger, it adds a little bit to the score. So you could do all the different operations of, like, you know, add a bit, multiply, whatever, subtract from the score. It's not an especially complex tool. I even posted it on GitHub, so you can confirm that for yourself. But it's just an idea I've had forever. Oh man, the missiles are like my favorite item from the first game. But regarding having a busy week, though, as I mentioned earlier, so not only am I trying to fit in getting up to speed with Risk of Rain and doing some co-op with Canon at some point. But on top of that, there's Can't Drive This with both Canon and Murdy leading into the weekends. Oh, I don't want that. I want this. I don't do enough damage on my own to clear away damage. So there's Can't Drive This is coming up. And I believe there's 2 or 3 different other games that have arrived in my inbox that I need to figure out. Like, am I going to be playing these games or not? Like, usually what ends up happening is, like, developers and publishers every while or so will hit me up and say, hey, you want to check this out? What do you think? And sometimes the stuff I recognize and I want to play right away. Other times the stuff that I want to wait till release. And other times it's stuff it's like, you know, it's not for me. And I gotta sort through that list. So, if some of that stuff seems to be games that I'm really interested in, then I'll be busy, because there's like 3 of them, and they're probably releasing sometime soon. So I gotta... You know, I typically, like, if I'm streaming a game that somebody's given me a key for, like a developer or publisher or whatever, you know, and it just so happens to be something I'm actually interested in playing, because, you know, it's not always the case, then I try to stream it at release if I can. Some games not so much. Like, for example, a good example was Shattered, where I couldn't because of the stupid Texas winter apocalypse that happened. So I was like a week late on the release because I had no internet and no running water and stuff, and I had to catch up with work after. I didn't have to work during it, but, you know, everybody wants to get settled in after effectively... Well, it was literally classified as a natural disaster. Who are we fighting? These probably stack, don't they? Oh, it's you again. You suck. There we go. I was gonna say, shoot the boss. I need to come up with a plan in case that big old burst comes out again. Desecuting Nova during the teleporter. Oh, perfect. I'm right here anyways. What can I hide behind? Here, okay. I need to stay far away from this thing so it doesn't actually get me. All right. What do we get? Electric Nova at low health. Oh, it's probably, yeah, it's meant to match the Wandering Vagrant. That's actually something I'm not good at. I can't remember. I can never remember which items were rarer. If it is a blue or green. I think it's green is more rare, right? In Gungeon I tended to get this backwards. I would open the bad chest thinking it was the good one. All right. Well, I don't see any more chests or anything. Well, I don't know. How about this one? That's open. Yeah. What a bummer! I don't get a chance to keep my items, my money. Oh well. It's white, green, blue, purple, orange, red, and like gold for unique, I guess, or whatever. It's funny how much I did play a lot of World of Warcraft at one time. I played. Yeah, I don't know. I played a lot of Diablo 2, and I just can't remember all these special schemes. Ooh, those are nasty looking enemies. Now they're dead. It doesn't say what it is. 71, you tease. I think Crowbar was good. Or, well, eh. Well, it'll help shore up my really low damage, I think. I want to see what that extra drone is, or whatever that is. Even though there's nothing big out here right now, I just want to get the money and I want to get stuff killed. And, oh, it's another gunner. Oh, it's the one I... Oh, right. You know what it is? It's because it's the second one and they're going to make you spend more for it. Or it could be, you know, it could just be that it's the next area and they get way more expensive than... Hello? Monster Tooth, that's good to have. What's also cool, it seems, is that just the drones, not only having, you can stack the drones and stuff, and you get a lot more, but just the fact that they seem to just last forever. They just have so much health. I don't know if that's just a new thing in Risk of Rain 2, or maybe I was really bad at using them in the first game. These drones are lasting. I mean, I guess part of it is I have a healing drone, and maybe the healing drone is healing. I don't remember if the healing drones healed Monster Hunter Lorian. I don't remember if the healing drones healed other drones in the first game or not. And maybe that's also something that's happening. Another healing drone, let's go. Yeah, they're so focused on trying to get my drones out of the way now. That helps a lot. Seems like I know it's early. It's only the second area, but I know that. I know that, but the seems like my damage is better, and I don't think I'm getting too much out of my items yet. How much? 48? Don't think anything happened yet. Ooh, what is this? Yeah, the debuff stacking thing. That was a reasonable spend. I gotta pay more attention and try to find the teleporter. That seems to be my thing right now. It's like, I guess in Risk of Rain 1, I just kind of would meander into it, and I'd find it really easily. In this, I've got to pay attention. And you see a bit of a AoE circle over there. A little line. Yeah, okay, no, that's just your... just the banner. There might be like a... I'll have to look for it. Don't say it yet, because I want to see if I can figure this out. There might be like a line going up from it or something, or I'm like... I wiggle the screen, do I see any like... There's no compass markers. Ooh. Oh, you're already good. I was about to say, I thought that, I had thought for a second that maybe my drones had crashed into the tree and I had to go and revive one, but they're still good. They're fine. Chance of Fire. Oh, I remember this was the one for the first game that was good with Commando. Yeah, this is like one of my favorite setups. I don't know if it was any like it might have been terrible, but it was fun. Just like fire missiles, fire burst missiles, firewall missiles. I like how my drones are like, hey. Ooh, I don't want the Sombering though. What a shame. I think that might be where I want a 3D printer. If I could throw in a Sombering. Here we go. Oh, you know what it is? It's probably the sparklies. Yeah, there's a distinct sparkle around the teleporter. It's just really, it's like you wouldn't necessarily notice it because there's other debris and stuff, other like dust and stuff around, but it's gotta be the sparklies. Focus crystal. All right, well let's get in there. As soon as the boss health bar shows up. I see the boss, yeah. Toss out those missiles. I'm close to the boss, so hopefully that also means that I'll do more to it. Oh jeez, alright. Heal bots, help me! They're doing a little bit. Oh, I'm gonna die here. Was that my effect? I think that was that Nova thing. Oh, it's the... Okay, alright. They don't give you a baby version of it. They don't give you, like, a baby version of it when you get the boss ability. You literally get the boss ability. Yeah. Getting hit that hard was really fortunate because I just wiped out everything. Ooh, I got another one of the death mark thing. Missiles are doing work. Alright. Oh, I have so much money. I should try to spend this. Surely there's a hefty chest somewhere. Maybe? Another, like a Shrine of Chance or something? I bet I've missed a bunch. Another drone. What is this gonna take? It takes No, I get something out of it. Yeah, this doesn't tell me what it takes. Yeah. If I can't choose what item I'm throwing in there, and most of what I have isn't trash, then I'm gonna keep what I got. Oh, here we go. I guess I opened that already, didn't I? Yeah, but there's another one at the top, I think. Right? No, that's just a rock, I think. It's not a chest at all. Yeah. I could swear I saw a shrine. But over there? No, it's inactive. Ah, okay. Oh no! The icon's still there. There's an icon on top of this. Alright, Tony, have a good one. Razor wire. Ooh, okay. Good for melee. Here we go, yeah. Start mashing, we're into it. Bandolier, hey, there we go. Oh, that's it. Now it's done. Okay, I'm certainly glad that I went and came back. Being able to spam would be great, especially if it does your ult as well, like or your Q or special skill or whatever. Whatever we're calling this. If I can keep hitting that over and over again, that would be something. It's like 3 or 4 waves of missiles all at once. That'd be good for killing bosses and stuff. Good for dropping pressure. Ooh, another drone. Yeah. Yes. Increase that automatic damage. Do the work for me. Okay. Still have a lot of money, but it's fine. Right, I have no money. I'm going straight for chests, but even though I really probably shouldn't. I just want more enemies to spawn next to me. That way I don't have to go away from the few items I'm finding so far. Not those though. I don't want to 3D print these. I want something different. It's a good initial amount of money. Is that... What was that? Was that the bandolier thing? $330. Jeez, okay. Oh, it is your base abilities. It's not your special. Yeah, yeah. This would be better with a character that has lower slower cooldowns. Maybe like I need to pay attention a bit more, but maybe it's reducing the Q ability by a few seconds at a time. Ooh, there we go, there we go. Talk about streamer luck, right? Get the ukulele and the missiles. Alright, I should start looking for sparkle. Well, there's some sparklies over there though. Let's follow that and see if maybe the theory is right. Is this gonna bump me up to off to the side? Okay. Move fast out of combat, nice. Can't get up there. Oh. You know what? I don't want to think about this. I just want things to die real quick. I did not drop the cooldown by anything. Okay. Yeah, the sparklies are certainly next to. Oh, this is damage reduction. It's the red one. Yeah, or no. Well, I don't know. It's the one I wanted, though. I wanted the one that reduces incoming damage. Adaptive chest. Does he give you some... Oh, I see. Whatever, just pick something. There we go. Perfect. Tri-tip dagger is going to help because of the... I've got the other effect going. I got two of the skull things. I probably just need to set something on fire. Okay, let's go check another chest or two while we wait for the queue to come back up. Good. Just healing. I'm gonna try opening that just to see if it heals you right away. Oh no, it gives you a healing item. Perfect. That's better. I wasn't sure if I was about to waste it, and I should have held on to it, but that's good. Perfect. That's good to know in the future too. Now I know to open those immediately. Really gonna hit that teleporter soon. Yeah, let's go for it now. My Q is up. Moon Strider. Oh, hello. Ooh. Hey, oh. Alright. There is more than one. Yeah, okay. Seems like you gotta find cover where you're fighting these things. Because you see them spamming like rapid fire rockets over and over and over again. Yeah, I gotta not be next to those things. It's not like the Vagrant or the Beetle or whatever, where you can stay somewhat close to them. It's like, nah, you need to not be next to them, whatever that means.